news coming in. UK government has now said that the regulator has authorized the COVID-19 vaccine made by AstraZeneca and Oxford University. Certainly a major turning point that will lead to a massive expansion in the UK's immunization campaign while it struggles with the new strain of the COVID virus. The latest coming in is that Oxford and AstraZeneca vaccine has now been approved by their regulator. UK has already ordered about 100 million doses from the manufacturer of AstraZeneca and enough to vaccinate about 50 million people. The approval by the medicines regulator means the vaccine is both safe and effective for their people. And the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine was designed in the first months of 2020 earlier this year. Let's go across to our senior executive editor, Abhishek Kapoor, joining us with more on this. Abhishek, over to you. This is certainly a big news coming in of the UK government saying that the regulator has authorized the COVID-19 vaccine made by AstraZeneca.
Well, yes, absolutely significant development, Richa. And as much for the United Kingdom, it is important development for India also, because remember, Oxford, AstraZeneca are in tie-up with the Serum Institute of India, and the vaccine that they have developed is being made in India, in Pune. And if the authorization has happened in the United Kingdom, there is no reason why it should not happen in India also. We have seen how distribution network has been put in place by the centre, as also state governments and the health administrations across the country. We saw the trial run happening or dry run happening in terms of how the vaccines would be distributed. Those priority individuals who have to be vaccinated, like the elderly and the healthcare professionals, they have been registered and shortlisted. So everything is ready. And if Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine is ready to use in United Kingdom, you can expect that in India also in a fortnight, the emergency authorization petition anyway is pending with the Drug Controller General of India. And if it starts in the United Kingdom, you can expect that in a fortnight or so, vaccination program should roll out in India as well. Everything is in place. Good development there. If the United Kingdom has authorized the vaccine, you can expect that we would also be getting the process rolling in, say, 10 days to 15 days, which means mid-January. And then you can expect, in fact, reports suggested that almost 100 million doses are ready between the Serum Institute of India and the other vaccine makers. And in any case, the number should not be an issue, both in terms of domestic consumption as also exports. But this should act as an important development in terms of a cue to the health administration in India as well, to speed up the process of authorization. We have seen how perhaps the government has been waiting with caution, I believe, to make sure that there are no side effects. And once this vaccination program rolls out, we know for a fact that almost 20 million Americans have already been vaccinated, 15 to 20 million. And the other vaccines that are in place, like Pfizer, they are being used already in Germany. It's been about a fortnight and more. So if there are any side effects, our health authorities would be in a position to read them, study them, and then subsequently give use authorization in India as well. So good development there, both for the United Kingdom and not just them, but for the rest of the world as well, but more significantly for India, because the vaccine ultimately is going to be mass-produced in India. Richa.
All right. Thank you so much, Abhishek, for getting us that entire update. We'll also go across to my colleague Piyush, now joining us live with more on this. Piyush, certainly an important and a massive development coming in this vaccine race, coming in from UK this time, where the UK government says that the regulator has authorized the COVID-19 vaccine made by AstraZeneca and Oxford University. What does this now mean for India? We can also expect the same to happen in India now.
Well, absolutely. We know that dry run was also initiated in 4 cities. We saw that yesterday itself. Health and Family Welfare Ministry had also issued a statement in which they had mentioned that dry run was successfully conducted in these 4 cities, which is a biggest sign that anytime soon there could be some positive signs also. And now it has got approval from MHRA. This vaccine has now got approval from MHRA. MHRA it itself is is now signifies that a big positive development is now taking place. Let us also go through the details which we are getting. Is that that UK government has now approved the use of this COVID vaccine, which is almost a simpler one, and this has been authorized by Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, which is also an executive agency of the Department of Health and Social Care in United Kingdom. So a long-pending demand also, in which authorization was being sought, and now it has already finally got an authorization, which is itself a positive sign. And like our executive editor Abhishek Kapoor was also pointing out, that India is the country which produces mass vaccine, and when it has got the authorization, now there are signs that India will be producing this vaccine. Though what we also heard from DG CSIR, Mr. Mande, also yesterday while giving an interview to Republic TV, also he had mentioned about the fact that in another 2 to 3 weeks we have a vaccine which will be ready to be administered to the people here in the country. So it is somewhere a big positive sign as far as the COVID cases are concerned. We know that 20 cases of a mutant strain of COVID-19 have been detected, and it has now become a worrisome situation also. At the same time, the government is saying that home isolation is being strictly monitored about all these cases also. And the COVID cases are also increasing, looking at this infectious new mutant strain which was first, which first surfaced in UK. And now 20 cases have been detected in the country. But when this development is taking place, at the same time, when MHRA has now approved this vaccine, which is giving a positive sign, now we'll have to wait and watch as to how the government of India moves ahead and comes out with a plan. Like we were telling to our viewers that a dry run was conducted, which was successfully conducted in 4 cities, which itself is now telling us that in coming 2 to 3 weeks, we will see more developments taking place as far as vaccination for COVID-19 is concerned.
In fact, Piyush, reading from a report and a statement coming in as well, this is the second such COVID vaccine that the UK have now approved, and they're calling it a simpler vaccine and a vaccine for the entire world as well. Because according to them, it is easy to handle short, and its developers hope to become the vaccine for the world. If you can share more on that as well, and how this particular vaccine being approved might be a game changer in this fight against COVID.
In fact, it will be a game changer, because it is now being said it is the simpler one, the simpler vaccine, and the world was waiting for vaccine of COVID-19 for the last more than 1 year, because last year at the same time we were seeing how the numbers of COVID-19 were increasing, and now when there is a second candidate of vaccine has got now approval, which is itself a positive sign. Now government of India will also look ahead, and move for the vaccination in 2 to 3 weeks. This is what we are expecting, and it will be a big boost as far as the confidence of the officials here are also concerned. Let us also go through the details of what we are also picking.
All right, Piyush, stay with us. I'm also joined by Dr. Subramanian Swaminathan, who is a senior consultant of infectious disease at the Global Health City. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us here on Republic TV. Big updates coming in that the UK government has now, in fact, officially approved the Oxford AstraZeneca's vaccine.
Yeah, that's in a way good news, because we certainly can't have 1 or 2 vendors for satisfying all of the world's needs, and especially with the technical difficulties with the Pfizer and the Moderna vaccine, rollout is going to be fairly challenging in most parts of the world. So yes, we do need other alternatives, which could probably include even the Chinese and the Russian vaccine. I think most importantly, we need very good quality data to be available in the public domain for scrutiny, so that everybody is confident that this is the right thing to do.
In fact, Doctor, another question to you. This has also been considered as a vaccine that is simpler and easy to handle. Will this, and they're also calling it in a way a vaccine for the entire world. So can this also be a game changer for giving access to more and more people with the vaccine and this fight against COVID as well?
Absolutely. See, we can't rely on a vaccine which may be absolutely brilliant, but absolutely impossible to distribute to most parts of the world. See, I would say about 70% of the world's population is going to be out of reach for the really high-class vaccines which have been put on by Pfizer and Moderna. No no disrespect to the vaccine, but it's just technically very difficult to distribute it. And if you look at the other vaccines which are available, which are far more easier to handle and probably a lot less expensive, they are also doing reasonably quite well. They are quite good vaccines with a reasonably good safety record. So when we look at it overall, I think this is going to be the vaccine for the masses and something that's going to be easily producible, easily distributable. And also not to forget that this vaccine is a known vaccine in that the technology which is being used has been available for quite some time. So we know the fallibilities associated with it. So we probably have a better handle on this vaccine than the newer vaccines.
Dr. Swaminathan, now that the UK government and their regulator have authorized the COVID-19 vaccine made by AstraZeneca and Oxford University, there have been talks since a few weeks now that India might follow suit as well. So is this also a good news for our country?
I think it's not just India, I think for the whole world, because some of the Latin American countries, from what I understand, is also looking at this vaccine as something that they can use in their country as well. Because most of Africa, India, Latin America, they will all have problems with the vaccines which have come out of the United States, basically because of the distribution issues. So I think this is going to be a fantastic option for most parts of the world, because we'll have very good quality data that's available to back it up. And that should give the consumer a lot of confidence in saying that this is something they can take and feel confident about, and they should be protecting them in the times to come.
Dr. Swaminathan, thank you so much for joining us here on Republic TV.